Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Unthought Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gills. How y'all doing? We are back with Need for Speed Heat. Gonna be doing these last couple driver stories. First up, we got Wayne. Gonna finish up the drift story, then we'll do the off-road. And I'm not sure how much more of this game there is, like how much story.
I just put down my score. Everything I got.
If I win?
You get to say you beat the best drifter in the city. Hell, if that happens, I might even throw in a prize.
What was I thinking? I'm not sure how much more of the story we have left, just because I don't know what all more they can add with this game. Because, you know, I've been thinking, you know, I've talked about it a lot, how I just really think that... I'm trying to think here. The way this game's structured, how it feels wrong, you know. It's just the characters don't feel real. Their motivations don't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. You know, I mean, I've said this before. You know, I've always kind of liked the criminal element of Need for Speed games. You know, the cops were always kind of your adversaries, but they were kind of like this unseen force. You know, they were just the police. You know, well, there was the one cop. I want to say his name was Cross in Most Wanted, that, you know, was kind of dogging you. He also did that opening canyon chase in the beginning of Carbon. But for the most part, really, from what I remember, the Need for Speed games, the cops have mostly been a force. The story's mostly been about just being the best driver and between rival crews and whatnot. In this one, it's trying to act like a street racers. I think I made this comparison before, how it kind of seems like they're acting like the racers they're like skateboarders, you know. Oh, they're just misunderstood. They're trying to live free and all this. Well, yeah, but they're doing something extremely dangerous. This is a criminal activity, putting other people in danger. Let's not try and act like we're saints. Yeah, the cops are doing bad things. It's almost like there's too much going on for something that should be on the simpler end in a game about street racing. I mean, you could do this whole thing between Anna and her brother, and they could have done some of the same stuff, but I feel like the dirty cop angle just made everything too muddled, especially when you throw in the whole the league. You know, I feel like the league should have been like the blacklist, and we're racing to try and beat them, or, you know, kind of do another like big citywide race again, like they did in Fortune City in the last game. It's like I said, I feel like there's too many thin storylines that are trying to be wound together to be a much more complex one, as opposed to, how to express it, when I think it would have just been much easier to do multiple thin, non-connecting storylines, or just focus on one thing. It's like I said, it's just I think the way I put it was the best I can do right now, which is that they're trying to do too much with a thin premise. I'm actually, the more I play it and not focus on the story, and I know this is an odd thing for me to say, the more I'm actually liking this game. Actually, I do like the driving. The driving is solid. I like the customization of the cars. It feels like the older games. I really do enjoy a lot of the stuff this game has to offer, but I think that the story could be so much better if, like I said, they just went simple. They just went, okay, we're street racing. Here's a list of 15 racers. They each maybe have their own style, their own cars, their own this, that, the other thing, and give you a reason to try and top the chart.
Looked like it could have gone either way, but you did it.
You know, boom, there's your story, there's your game. It would have worked. Stay out of its own way and just let it be a racing game. I think there are just certain games that, and I've said this before, I love story. Story is my favorite thing about video games. I love deep immersive narratives, but I think in some games you're trying to do too much with too little, and I think this is one of them. You know, I'm playing Pokemon Sword right now, and I'm playing Sword on the channel, but I'm playing Shield on my own, and I think I've almost finished Shield. Personally, there's another one that I don't think you need a massive, complex story in a Pokemon game. I think, for the most part, just again, get out of your own way and be something enjoyable. Let me train Pokemon and fight gyms and...
You sure about that?
I'm trying to be gracious here. Seriously. Didn't think driving could ever match what I had on the slopes. You showed me otherwise. Hope we can do it again sometime.
Pick the track. I'll be there.
I might just do that. By the way, you got something waiting with Lucas. I think you'll like it.
I mean, granted, in Pokemon games, I do kind of wish that I could, you know, like, re-challenge gyms. Like, I can start from the first gym all over with a brand new team without having to start my game over and kind of redo the challenge and everything all over again. I think that would be cool, but that's just, you know, whatever. That's just me being me. Where was I going with this? Right, I'm Pokemon Sword, or well, I guess Pokemon Shield, technically, but either way. No. Oh, I wanted to hit that. I was going to try and hit that billboard. Right, it's like I said, with them, I think they're having kind of the opposite problem of this game. I think they're trying to stay so much out of their own way and just give fans, here's a Pokemon game, and here's a bunch of trainers to battle, and they did so many cool things with the wild area and whatnot. I'm not a big fan of the XP share that the game has. I'm not a big fan of, you know, just certain aspects that I feel like kind of take the grindiness out of a Pokemon game, but whatever. I still enjoy it as a whole. Its story, I feel, could use a little bit more meat. Yeah, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me like the games of old. And again, if you're asking, AJ, why the hell are you talking about Pokemon and this game's got nothing to do with that? You're correct. The reason I bring up Pokemon is because I'll get to my larger point here. They're kind of suffering from two sides of the same issue. This game is trying to do too much with a thin premise, while that game has the ability to do more with a thin premise. It's one of those things that I think it's kind of a fine line. I think if you do too much like this, it just kind of becomes a jumbled mess and starts getting confusing and annoying and just in its own way. If you do too little, it just kind of feels like, okay, you're just going through the motions. You know, you gotta find that medium, or if you're gonna do something complex, you gotta do it in a way that everything makes sense, it's good, it's engaging. Because you can make engaging stories off a thin premise. It's possible. It's maybe a little difficult, but you can still do it.
Some nights, it's just about enjoying yourself.
Alright guys, I came in here to just take a look at some of my other vehicles, and I made an interesting discovery. A lot of these engine choices have been kind of blocked off to us for a while, and you know, I'm looking at the parts. I'm like, why would I go for these parts that are lower ranked than mine? You know, why would I trade into some of these engines? But as I'm going down here and I'm looking at this, so I'll take the hit in power because I'll lose certain parts. But if you're looking over there, you're seeing the potential horsepower goes up. You know, it's all my potential raises as I'm looking at some of these engines. So right now, this is probably the best one that I can take. I would lose 36 points, but I can get those points back because this thing has, as I said, more. It has a higher overall horsepower, so I can make my car even stronger, so to speak. At least that's how I'm understanding this. But I'll take a look at it and play around with it. I just kind of wanted to show the whole swap engine thing, because I've been playing around with it for a while, wondering when I'm really going to use it. But I guess that's where I would. But I need to make more money before I can do that. All right, let's get this going. I believe this is the final run in this driving story. Or race, whatever. I know my vehicle's a little low on performance level, but I found with drift racing and a lot of the off-road stuff in this game, you can make up for it pretty easily.
No prizes for showing up. You gotta win.
I'm making a habit of that around here.
We'll see.
Yeah, I really found that I can make up for a lot of stuff just by driving. That other performance level is all based off of what it would be on a race on the pavement, not a true off-road or a holy crap, or a drift race. Alright, now I'm supposed to be playing Life is Strange 2 and finishing up that game, but I don't know. I have this just weird compulsion to keep playing this game. I don't know if I think that I'm almost done with this or what. I mean, I know I'm almost done with Life is Strange 2. I mean, I'm on the last episode. I just need to power through it. I've just not really been enjoying that one as much as I enjoyed the first game or Before the Storm. Maybe it's because I like the characters in those games better. Maybe it's because I thought everything just worked together better than that game. But again, I'm talking about other games while I'm doing this LP. I'm sorry. I don't know. Just kind of talking about what's on my mind. But just kind of thinking through my schedule. But I really should be doing that. But I spent most of the day sleeping. You know, work's been hectic lately, you know, with this sounds weird when I say, yeah, around Thanksgiving my job work really picks up, but it does, and it's just what happens when you work in the casino business. Thanksgiving is a massive I believe it's called a high volume business day for us. You know, like we get time and a half pay for working it, but you know, you can't call off, or if you do, you end up getting in a lot of trouble for calling off. It's basically run on a point system for us. You know, if you accumulate so many points, you can get fired and blah blah blah. But yeah, with Thanksgiving to Christmas is a busy time period for us. Hell, even Christmas, well, technically it's Thanksgiving through New Year's. And if you're asking, really, that many people go to casinos during Christmas, or I'm in the front. You know, if you want to ask, really, that many people go to casinos during Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving and all that? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we do.
Setting the standard once again. It's why you're here.
Yeah, you know, I'm just good. Oh, my little kitty is sitting next to me. He's taking a nap. He's a good boy. I'm petting him. Again, I always say this. If anybody takes a problem with the way that I baby talk to my cat while he's sitting next to me, well, it's what I do. So he sits here and he's so dang cute.
For you at the garage.
Got any more I can take off your hands?
Not right now. I'm going off comms. Getting word someone's looking for us. We're gonna ease off just for a little while. I'm not done with you yet.
Sorry if you heard me just go, "Aw." He's so cute. I love my cat. Alright, well, I guess we're, only thing we have left to do is, do the main stuff for now. Alright, guys, let's see here. I'm going to be moving up to the 600 horsepower 5.2 liter V12. I know it's going to drop a lot of my, you know, it's going to give me a pretty hefty hit to my performance rating, but I think I should be so well above the rating that I need. Plus, I can come back in here, start buying some better parts. I think I should also, yeah, I should have put in a lot better other stuff before I started going there, but oh well. So, and plus I keep all my chassis, my drivetrain and everything. Okay, so we're at 341. We should be Should be good enough to... Where is it? Oh yeah, we're still well above what we need. I wasn't sure if we were going to get some sort of dialogue or something when I swapped over the engine. Plus, I want to be with you guys when I'm going to be with you guys when we hear the new engine. See if it's got a little bit more rumble. Actually, it sounds a little more toned down. But again, I mean, it might be a little weaker. Yeah, I'm not sure. Still got a good amount of giddy up, though. Oh, shit. No, I mean, this thing might not have the same sound as the last engine, but damn, it accelerates pretty quick. I mean, like, I'm getting up into about fifth gear a lot faster. It's a lot smoother, too. And especially going from a dead stop, hitting the gas, it moves.
What are you doing here?
I need your help.
Well, I don't need this kind of heat. Every cop in the city is looking for you.
That's because we got a chance to take him down. We got a laptop full of evidence that will put Mercer away for decades. Trouble is, it's password protected.
Is that all? Hold on.
How hard is it to sync the mounts?
I just sent you a package. Put your phone near the laptop and it should have it unlocked in a couple of minutes.
Wow. Thanks.
Just be sure to make this stick. If you can take down those cops, you'll be doing us all a favor. Now get out of here.
Again, how hard is it to get the mouths to sync? I mean, that's an honest question.
Any news?
I'm sending you some software to unlock the laptop. Just put your phone next to the machine and it should open it up automatically.
Okay, got it.
I'm on my way back to you. Should be there.
See, I mean, the tires spin on for a much shorter period. Yeah, and it shifts and everything so smoothly.
You're a genius! Well, not me. I just know a genius. Now we dig out the right files and take this computer to the press as evidence. Those TV news people are gonna love this.
Alright, Lucas, calm down.
What's this? It says it's a program running called PD Hardware Tracker. Is that one of yours?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All units, 315. We have a location for the suspects in the Lieutenant Mercer assault. Proceed to North Cloud Bank immediately.
Ah.
You hear that?
They're tracking the laptop.
Oh, we gotta move! Leave it here!
No, change of plan. We hit the road with the laptop and buy enough time to email the files to the press. Meet us at the old mall.
All units, suspect vehicle is a red Porsche heading south from Cloud Bank into Edgewood Valley.
Copy, Control. Taking up pursuit. Copy that, Control. Joining pursuit.
Jackson, Warren, that you? I thought the task force never came out in daylight.
Pulling an extra shift just to take down these animals.
Yup, they definitely found us.
Hold it steady!
Look in the documents folder.
I'm not a computer guy, okay?
They're trying to get us killed.
You expect Mercer's buddies to play fair?
Coming in hot.
Okay, I'm trying to type here.
Do whatever you can to stop these cops from running us off the road.
I'm on it. Lucas, how's it looking? I got an email address for the news people. Now I just gotta find some files that implicate Mercer.
Hurry it up.
We got him. We got him.
What? I get busted? Apparently. So I remember in the old days when to get busted by the cops, you actually had to be like in a dead stop. Or, you know, you had to get boxed in or something. It wasn't that sort of, you know, you run into them and I'm currently accelerating past them.
Whatever you can to stop these cops from running us off the road.
I'm on it. Lucas, how's it looking? I got an email address for the news people. Now I just gotta find some files that implicate Mercer.
Hurry it up.
Yeah, you say that you got barely, you barely got tapped and your health's already
Mercer's name is all over him.
down pretty high.
Tagging the whole folder.
Edgewood Valley.
QSL is now westbound through Edgewood Valley.
Out of my way.
Yes.
Think you can punch
Who
him?
are you? We can't do this on our own. Talk to
Yeah,
me, Luca.
I'm
It's uploading. Watch the road.
currently in the middle of something, Anna.
Need a little help.
Subject is not giving up, still fleeing. All right,
Don't panic yet. This guy's still got a few miles in her.
Now heading westbound, approaching Frontera Hills.
QSL 4221.
Damn it,
Lucas, nearly there.
I hesitated ramming that guy.
We're starting to suffer.
4221, what is your location of travel
How
now?
long does it take to add an attachment? The signal's not great, okay?
Okay, QSL.
We're okay.
Yeah, also doesn't help that the cop's health doesn't go down. What the? Neither does mine, apparently.
This car's more fragile than it looks.
Yeah, what happened to, oh, this car's great.
Approaching Frontville.
Lucas, still on 99%.
I can hear the engine crying.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that I'm getting spun out. So I'm trying to help your ass.
We got him. We got him. 4222, have you apprehended the
This
subject?
is not the time to bail.
Slip away, still fleeing.
It's a miracle we're still moving.
Okay, punch over.
What's the point of this if I... What, MC, what is the point of this if I can't do damage to the cop vehicles?
4221, QSK.
We can't hold on much longer.
38. The subject is traveling eastbound by the...
Sounds like the gearbox. Shit, that's...
Well, again, if I can't knock the cop out, what the hell am I supposed to do? Just keep bumping him? The problem is it keeps... his acceleration's way better than mine, apparently. Because he keeps going from just almost a dead stop to right on your ass. Smells like rubber bands to me, but whatever.
Do whatever you can to stop these cops from running us off the road.
I'm on it. Lucas, how's it looking? I got an email address for the news people. Now I just gotta find some files that implicate Mercer.
Hurry it up. Just buy us time. The car feels okay.
Woo-hoo! We struck gold. Inbound records.
See what I mean?
Registration. ID's fine. Mercer's name is all over it.
Send it.
Dragging the whole folder.
Just blows past me. I can't do any damage or knock it out, so the hell am I supposed to do?
Now westbound.
Talk to me, Luca.
It's uploading. Watch the road.
That's something else I'm not a massive fan of. That you know, the cars have damage bars over them, but it doesn't always make sense when you do not do damage. Those damn things.
I can definitely hear rattling.
Cause I've bumped into cops before
Westbound through
and apparently wrecked them, and I have slammed into cars and nothing happens to them. The bar doesn't even go down. I don't understand what the
Keep a hold of that laptop.
point of the health bar is if, again,
If you damage this laptop,
Heading northbound from...
How long does it take to add an attachment? The signal's not great, okay?
can't keep getting hit like that.
It's on 99%.
4222, what's your location of travel now?
Not looking good.
Callahan?
yeah, well, I'm doing what I can.
Lucas, it's still on 99%. You're the floor. Pull over.
What? You're working for the cops now?
Here we go. Got loose. Back in
One more hit like that, and we're toast.
All units, still code.
You bite me.
There's smoke coming up through the floor. Shit, we're screwed. Power's gone.
What is the point of this? Seriously, if I can't damage the cops, what the hell are we doing? I'm just supposed to bump and spin him out until he just magically shoots right by me and right on. Again, this is one. I don't think it's an acceleration thing or anything. It's entirely, you can see it rubber band in real time because you see it speed up unnaturally to right behind Anna's Porsche, and then it immediately slows down.
Address for the news people. Now I just gotta find some files that implicate Mercer.
I mean, like I said, you can see it happen. And just slingshots right around you. Again, it's not natural. Which, again, just makes me ask then, if I can't knock him out,
Whatever you can to stop
and every time I spin him out, he's just going to get right by, he's just going to get right back there,
Now I just gotta find some
why put this in the game?
hurry it up.
I was trying, I know I said some, I was saying that, you know, this game still got its problems earlier, but still, I'm saying, I'm actually starting to,
gold. Inbound records, cars, dates, registrations, IDs, fines. Mercer's name is all over.
I'm actually getting kind of into it, and then it pulls shit like this.
Okay, QSL.
I mean, I'm still laughing my ass off. The developers are, oh, well, this game's about story. You know, well, the last game was more racing focused. This game's more story focused. If you choose to do, or no, they didn't say that. They said the last game was more story focused. Yet, and this one's more race focused. Yeah, I thought the last one was a much better racing game because more of the story involved fucking racing. This one, I don't think the story has required me to win one race at all.
Lucas? Nearly there.
That's something else I've noticed recently, you know, because I always have to laugh whenever I'm doing just a race to gain some money, to do whatever. It says target first place. You know, my answer is, yeah, no shit.
How long does it take to add an attachment? The signal's not great, okay?
Yeah, I saw that.
We got him locked in.
Okay. How did I get busted with one car right next to me? I could easily peel out if the cop was trying to get out of his car. How the hell did that happen?
Whatever you can.
It's sorry. I'll get back to the goddamn point I was making. Right, this game, the developers on PlayStation Underground said that this one is more racing focused. Well, the last game was more story focused. Really? Because in your story focused last game, the racing and the everything worked. It was good. And this, it doesn't feel racing focused because, like I said, well, what's the point of a race if it doesn't matter where you finish? It's mostly just, well, finish the race. Oh, you came in last place? Oh, that's fine. Well, then what the hell was the point of the race?
Talk to me, Luca.
It's uploaded. Watch the road.
4221, what is your location?
We're taking a beating.
Now heading westbound through Fort Callahan.
QSL, now westbound through Fort Callahan.
Here we go.
And again, I don't get why I'm getting busted when I'm stuck between when I can clearly keep driving. You know, my car's not broke. You know, my car's not damaged to the point where it can't keep going. My car's not damaged to the point where it can't keep going. They don't have me boxed in or anything.
The signal's not great, okay?
4221, please provide QTH update.
How come this time there's also like 5 more cops? Okay, 2, but whatever.
It's on 99.
Anyone notice how the health bar of that one just keeps going up and down?
Wheels shaking in my hands here.
I'm serious. I don't get what damages these things. I keep ramming into them and nothing. I'm like, what? Do they actually have to hit a goddamn truck? It's super inconsistent.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
Control, this is 4221.
4221 QSK.
We're in pursuit of a Boxer 40. Subject is traveling.
Oh, no message sent! We did it!
Now get rid of that laptop.
Did we do it? Jesus H.
Now take us home.
Tonight's main story, a disgrace to the uniform as a senior police officer goes on the run. Lieutenant Frank Mercer, head of the city's controversial high-speed task force, has disappeared after being suspended for alleged corruption. The suspension follows the discovery of leaked documents sent to our very own WFFL news team. While the PD has refused to discuss the allegations, this reporter understands that they relate to extortion and large-scale theft in the street racing scene that Mercer was supposed to police. In a statement, the department said, Lieutenant Mercer is aware of his suspension, and we appeal to him to come forward and assist the investigation. In other news,
You know, fun thing, and this is just from a journalism thing. I'm not sure if broadcast might be a little different, but in journalism, we are taught to say the quote and then this person said. So, you know, it's read the quote, Port City Police said. Fun fact. Yeah, I rarely get to use my journalism. This is shit I learned in college doing this. But there you go. I got to use the shit I learned in college during this. And yes, that was the entire reason why I said that. I just wanted an excuse to use my college know-how. Aren't I fancy? Let's head back out. Just see what the next thing we're gonna do is.
Yo, we got Mercer. For the cars, at least. Come meet us and I'll fill you in.
Hey, it's Dex. I know you probably got other things on your mind right now, but if you want to change your pace, I'm testing out some potential circuits for next year's showdown. Meet me downtown and I'll talk you through it. Hope to see you there.
Alright, well, we'll do that stuff in the next video, guys. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, Minds.com. Links to all that stuff is down in the description below. If you're watching over on BitChute, links to all that stuff can be found over in the About section of the channel. On YouTube, yes, there's also a BitChute link down below in the event our channel gets shut down here due to YouTube fuckery, so to speak. Sorry. But yeah, either way, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. As always, social media's in the description. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Game Channel. I'm out.